One of these days, I'll take care of myself. One of these days, I'll spend more time with my kids. One of these days, I'll call my mom back. One of these days, I'll stop working like I'm trying to outrun death. One of these days, I'll start living. But let me ask you something, friend. What if one of these days never comes? What if the day you've been waiting for is the day you never get? Because we don't plan for tragedy, right? We don't schedule heartbreak. We don't put loss on the calendar. And that's why this message is not for lazy people. This is not quit your job and disappear type of message. This is not forget your responsibility. No. This is for the person who is doing everything right, but is silently dying inside because they keep postponing life. You're responsible, you're dependable, you show up, you pay bills, you plan, you grind, but somewhere along the way, you begin to treat living like it's a reward you earn later. And you keep saying one of these days. Today, I want you to take one of these days and turn it into this day. Let's be honest for a second. Most people aren't waiting because they're lazy. They're actually waiting because they're afraid. They're afraid they'll lose stability. They're afraid they'll be judged. They're afraid they'll fail. They're afraid that if they slow down, everything will collapse. So they make a deal with themselves. They're like, self, I'll leave later. After retirement, after pension, after the house is paid, after the kids are grown, after the promotion, after the stress reduces, after things calm down. But life has a funny way of not calming down because the truth is, there is no perfect season. There is only a season you're in, and that's you that decide what to do with it. And that's why some people reach retirement age and they don't even know who they are anymore. Because they didn't build a life, they built a schedule. They didn't build memories, they built a routine. They didn't build relationships, they built obligations. Let me paint a picture for a second. There's a man, could be you, could be me, could be anyone. He's a hard worker. He's the kind of man people respect. He doesn't miss work. He doesn't make excuses. He takes care of everybody. And every year he tells his wife, babe, one of these days we're going to travel. One of these days we're going to take that trip. One of these days I'll slow down. He says it so much it becomes normal. One of these days. Then one day, his wife gets sick. Not the type of sick that lets you bargain, not the type that gives you time to adjust. And suddenly, that trip doesn't matter anymore. Suddenly, the overtime doesn't matter. Suddenly, the savings account doesn't fix the pain. Now he's sitting in a quiet room thinking, I wish I had taken one of these days seriously. It's not that he didn't love her. It's that he kept assuming time will always be available. And that assumption is where many people lose their lives without dying. Listen carefully, friends. Tomorrow is a promise nobody can guarantee. Not your work, not your doctor, not your government, not even your plans. I'm not saying don't plan. If you know me, you know I'm big on planning. I'm saying don't postpone life in the name of planning. Because too many people are preparing for a future they never arrive to enjoy. And some of you, you're not even living for retirement. You're living for later peace. I'll be happy later. I'll rest later. I'll take care of myself later. I'll talk to my family later. I'll fix my marriage later. I'll start that dream later. Later, later, later. And life is standing right in front of you asking, what about now? Now, let me make this clear. Living today doesn't mean being irresponsible, spending recklessly, ignoring the future, quitting every commitment, living like consequences don't exist. No, that's not what it means. Living today means being present in the life you already have, building joy into your discipline, making memories while still being responsible, taking care of your health while you still have it, speaking love out loud while people can still hear it, doing what matters now, not just what's urgent. You know what most people regret, friends? Not buying a bigger TV, not working more overtime. Most people regret small moments. The call they didn't make, the apology they delayed, the conversation they avoided, the vacation they kept postponing, the time they couldn't spend but chose later. And you don't realize it until a moment hits you like a wave. Oh, my child is grown. My parent is gone. My friend is buried. My health has changed. My marriage is cold. And you sit there thinking, where did the time go? Oh, I know. It went to one of these days. Let's get practical a little bit, friend. I want you to imagine something. If I could reach into your mind right now, I will find a list you didn't write down, but you carry about with you. Your one of these day list. One of these days, I'll start working out. One of these days, I'll go back to school. One of these days, I'll start that business. One of these days, I'll take my spouse out again. One of these days, I'll take pictures with my kids. One of these days, I'll go to church again. One of these days, I'll write that book. Now listen. Your life is not changed by big events, Your life is changed by small decisions repeatedly. And today you're going to take one thing from that list and pull it into your present. Not everything, just one. Because you don't need motivation. I've always said that. You need a decision. Number one, let's start by stop postponing small joy. Don't wait for perfect conditions to enjoy simple things. Drink water, sit down, walk outside, breathe, play music in your home, laugh again. Some of you are so busy surviving, you forgot you're allowed to enjoy being alive. Number two, put relationships on your calendar like meetings. If you can show up for deadlines, you can show up for people. Call your parents, text your friend, take your spouse out, have breakfast with your kid. Love shouldn't be what's left over. Number three, build life into your discipline. Discipline is not a prison. Discipline is the structure that protects what matters. So yes, work hard. But don't work so hard you lose the reason you're working. Number four, take care of your body like your future depends on it, because it does. Your body is the vehicle that carries your purpose. Some of you are saving money for retirement, but your health won't cash the check. Start walking, sleep better, eat food with intention. Number five, do one meaningful thing every day, not 10, not 20, just one. Read a few pages, write a paragraph, pray for 5 minutes, practice a skill, Send a message you've been delaying. A meaningful life is built one day at a time. Number 6, stop making busy your identity. Some of you don't know how to rest without guilt because you were taught if you're not working, you're wasting time. But rest isn't lazy, Rest is maintenance. If you never rest, you don't become productive, you become broken. Let me say something that might sting, but it's real and truth. Your job will replace you. Your company will move on. Your inbox will refill tomorrow morning. That stress will find a new reason. But your family won't get back the years you were absent. Your body won't always rebound. Your children won't stay the same age. Your parents won't always be here. So if you don't leave now, you don't get refunded later. Don't trade your whole life for retirement that might never come. Plan for the future, yes, but leave now. I want you to do something today, friends. Not tomorrow, today. Write down 3 things. Let's say 1 in your relationship, you're going to prioritize this week. Let's say 2 in your health, a decision that you're going to make starting from today. And 3, let's say 1 dream you need to take in the next 24 hours. And if you're watching this and you know this message is for you, I want you to comment this on the comment section. This day, not one of these days. The reason for that is when you say it out loud, you stop negotiating with yourself. One of these days. That phrase sounds harmless, but it can become a slow poison. It can steal your joy quietly. It can steal your presence slowly. It can steal your relationships gradually. It can steal your life while you still breathe. So today I'm asking you, don't wait for retirement to become alive. Don't wait for pension to become present. Don't wait for later to become happy, because later is not guaranteed. You have breath right now. You have a heartbeat right now. You have a chance right now. And if you can hear this message, you still have time. So take one of these days and turn it into this day. Because you weren't built to just exist. You, my friend, you were built for more. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. Do have a great day. Bye for now.